All right. So let's see. We're going to move on to the next question. We're about 4 questions away from the next drinking question. We're probably about halfway through the podcast, and this is going a lot longer than I thought it would. We're probably going to
we really had some crazy stories, man.
I saw the 30 questions. I was like, this is going to last a while.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to be at least 4.5 hours. Yeah, so we're about halfway through for anyone who wants to know.
I'm willing to go until I'm too like drunk to continue, but right. I think we'll finish it.
Yeah, I think we'll. I'm getting a little tipsy, so
yeah.
Okay, so for the next question, what are some of your proudest accomplishments on the game? And Troy, I'll start with you.
Oh,
this is a fun one.
That's gonna. Man, I didn't even realize that question was there. I should have thought about this more. Can you choose someone else real quick?
Ethan, go ahead.
So mine is actually so I've got a list of stories I have, and this is actually one of them. But okay. So I have more to tell later. But my biggest accomplishment is, actually I just thought of another one, which I'm gonna go with that one. My stat sheet account.
Statsheet.tk or
statsheet ! Period.
Yes.
That's my biggest accomplishment because it was mainly one of the stats, and it was something that me and Wrench King battled for a while back and forth. And that was Juggernaut time.
Oh,
I was the very first one to get the Juggernaut time to where in the stats it maxed out. Like you, at least when you just go to the overview, or even looked at the stats, you couldn't see the total amount of Juggernaut time.
Wow.
The only reason I could tell how much it was is because I was number 1, and so it actually showed my actual score.
Yeah, didn't it stop at like 9999999?
No, it was
stopped at like it was like 10. No,
36 something. There's like 36 like.
There's 88 in there somewhere.
Or something like that.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
It was a weird number. And that was honestly probably my biggest accomplishment, mainly because after I got that, got it all the way up there, there were times I froze my account and from like doing kills or something, and I had to get that time back again. And I did it 3 times. I managed to get back to number 1 after freezing my account. Now, the 4th time, I'm not counting that one because at that time we had hacks. And I know I froze my account before, so Troy actually just found my stats and kept them. So if I freeze my account again, we just use the cheat code to put my stats back.
So, funny story about freezing accounts. So, obviously, back in the day, if you went over a certain amount, you would freeze your account. And at the time, nobody really knew what it was. But from a programming perspective, the maximum number of any stat you could get in Deadlocked before it went negative was 32767, which equates to 7FFFF. Which is the maximum number for the type of data storage for something like kills or squats. Squats was the main way to freeze an account.
Yep.
It would wrap and it would go to a negative, which did some weird stuff with the leaderboards for the official server, which made it so that you aired out when you went to load your stats. Therefore, it would never update them again.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I've actually got a story regarding stats later as well. Once we get to the story part, that's the next one I'm going to say.
Okay.
Interesting one.
So Troy, how about you?
Yep. So mine is going to be probably finding rapid fire.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Was so amazing. It's one of those, I feel like it's one of those hacks that everyone wants, it's just that not everyone has.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to find it just was like, I actually found it. Like, I can't believe I actually did. And now that I know that there's like 3 or 4 different ways that you could do it, but yet mine is still the best way, I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Top dog.
Yep.
How about you, Connor?
I've got a couple. Some that involve hacks, some that don't. So, I guess starting early on, one of the proudest things that I'm proud of for the game was I achieved a legit 7 in deathmatch. That's the highest.
That was hard to get back then.
It was so hard, and that's what caused me to stop playing on Venom.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got 7 and didn't want to do it anymore.
I got a 7 in deathmatch. I got up to like 7.3, and if you lose a single game, like even remotely at a 7, you basically lose like 0.20 of your rank. So like it was so hard to keep a 7 that you basically had to stack your games in order to keep ascending, and it creates this weird like dynamic where you never want a fair game. You're power hungry and you never want to like give the other team a chance. So like it started creating like this thing of like, oh yeah, don't play with him, he just stacks the game. And it's like you're a kid, so like you want to do that in order to keep gaining rank, and people don't want to keep playing like right, exactly. So I stopped playing on it. So, but still, I got to a 7.3, and it was, one of my pride and accomplishments in the game. The next one, I don't know if I was the first one to fuse all 10 vehicles or not, but I do know I was the first one to fuse all 10 vehicles in a single cord pull.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, so there's a clip on YouTube somewhere. I forget who recorded it. It might have been Troy, it might have been Kirk.
I actually, if I can jump in real quick, it was Gunner. He recorded it, but his channel is no longer up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
But you remember the clip, right?
I do remember the clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was when I had the lag switch and I had a turbo controller. So
okay.
We had to set up the vehicles in a very precise manner so that I could just turbo triangle, and I would get out of the first one, get into the next one, and so on, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to do that in a single cord pull, and the timing was crazy.
That's
and
insane.
I ended up doing it. So I was the first one to fuse all 10 vehicles in a single cord pull.
That's impressive.
It was crazy. We tried it like maybe once or twice, and I lagged out, and then I got it on the third one. And then I would say the number one thing that I'm proud of on the game is figuring out custom maps was possible.
Yes.
On the PS3 version.
You were the one that actually found that out?
Yes.
I
so
didn't know
on the PS3 version of the game, you know how that there was the folder structure and then it had the level files, right? Yep. So I realized that the sound for the game was stored in these. The sound for these maps was stored in a folder, but the rest of the map files wasn't, right? So I tried putting the data from the archive file in there and it wouldn't load. But I was like, okay, maybe if I create a new folder with that and then try to load it. And sure enough, it loaded it. So I loaded whatever the ID was after Ghost Station, and it loaded Sarathos. And I was like, holy fuck.
That's insane.
You wouldn't imagine my eureka moment when I realized that. And then I was like, wait a second. All right, hold on. Let me edit this file real quick. Based on the stuff that I had done previously with models, I knew that the swing shot was 19C4. So I found that in one of the files. And then obviously there's a group of data that is very obviously it's a set of coordinates, and I moved it. And it moved the swing shot when I loaded the map. I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Man. Custom maps, here we go. And then
that is insane.
It was like Christmas.
Goodness.
Yeah, I remember when you guys, I think it was like late 2014 or very early 2015 when you guys figured this out, or you did, Connor. And I remember, was Hoven your first map, or was it Desert Prison?
No, yeah, Desert Prison was the very first actual custom map on DL.
Okay.
UIA maps came later. But yeah, it was absolutely bonkers.
That's insane, dude. Yeah, I can only imagine. But I'd always wondered about how you found out how to do custom maps. That's cool.
Yeah, it was basically just, there were hacks and stuff that I had learned on the PS2 days, and I had a list of resources like model IDs. I had compiled a list of model IDs that was very rough, but it was close. And that's what I used to help me figure out map stuff after I had figured out that you could actually modify the files and the game would load it normally. So it really, figuring out custom maps where possibility was like kind of my crown jewel.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, like, you're the GOAT for that. No doubt.
But I mean, based on what I know, like custom maps on PS2 wouldn't be a thing if it weren't for Chaotic and Dan. Dan is like, he's miles above me as far as understanding the game. More than, it's crazy too, because like Dan got into hacking because of the stuff that I had done and Troy had done, and
I do remember that. Like, I remember when Dan started.
He is
Nova.
far surpassed any level of hacking that I've ever done with the game.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's working on Search and Destroy right now is pretty impressive.
Yeah. It sucks because I don't have motivation to really spend as much time into finding new stuff in the game as I did back in the day. I would just spend hours looking at memory dumps.
Right?
Oh man,
just trying to find stuff.
I remember.
I couldn't imagine having the resources that we do now and figuring stuff out. I wish I had that level of determination and focus that I did back in the day.
I just remember that when hacks were first a thing, I will get so pissed off at Troy because he constantly want to be like, no, I'm finding hacks and all this stuff, trying stuff out. I'm like, I just want to play.
You're right.
Oh man,
Connor, is one of your stories about emulation?
Oh no, that's a really good one though.
I'm saying what I'm about to say then.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really care, but
so when Connor found out how to do, he went, from what I know, Connor was the first one to get Deadlocked online with the PSX2 emulator.
Yep.
Which was a great.
That was a huge discovery.
Yes, huge.
I still have the fucking video. It's really cringe, but I have it.
When he found that, the amount of hacking that it took us to find new stuff went down. Like it went. I mean, the time for us to find something cut in half. Dude.
Oh my god, on PS2 you had to come up with the live dump code, so you activated it, and you have to sit there for 5 minutes while it dumps the memory into your memory card, and then
move it to your computer.
Yeah, and then you, me, and Gio had a measuring contest about who had the biggest memory card.
That's right, and you
I ended up getting a 64 megabyte memory card.
Yep.
Gio got a 128, I think.
Yep.
Which, it's really stupid because the PS2 has a maximum memory of 32767 kilobytes. So, but anyway, sorry, I'm getting too detailed with that.
Did Chidori answer this?
I have not answered. Okay. I was going to go over my answer.
A question after it that I thought of, but go ahead.
Well, like Connor said, one of my proudest achievements was getting a 7 in deathmatch. I got it on JKK at one point. I didn't get a 7.3. I got I think a 7.08. But I was like, wow, I finally reached 7, and literally I lost my next death match, and it went to a 6. But I at least had to do it, have the 7 for a little bit. I think definitely at some periods in the game, I would say late, like maybe 2011 to 2012, I was one of the best players in the game. And in early 2013, when the PS3 servers started up, I would have considered myself one of the best players in the game. And I still consider myself like a really good player, but I don't even think I'm top 5 now. I just don't play enough.
Right.
But that's one of the achievements, at least I think in my mind, at some points. But then there's also, obviously, I think I became the best glitcher in the game, maybe like middle-ish of 2008, and that's when Defy Logic really started started to die down, because you guys released Defy Glitches 4 and 5 in 2008, and the 5 was the last one you guys did. That was by Infinite Dragon.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's when it kind of was like, all right, I'm taking this mantle essentially.
Yep.
yeah.
And then from there on, more recently, oh my god, like when when I beat Skills in the 1v1 tournament.
Oh
like,
my god,
dude! So here I am hosting the 1v1 tournament. I was so hyped, like I had to hold it back, like how hyped I was that I beat Skills in the 1v1 tournament, and I was just like, am I actually going to win this thing? But you guys know how it kind of went down from there on. But I was really glad. I mean, I think it was 19-13. And funny thing, the last one we had, he beat me 19-13. So
nice.
Yeah, I turned it around, and it's like, I feel like with the tournaments, even though we have our on and off days, there's like no excuse to say like, I wasn't trying, all that stuff. So it's like I literally have like evidence of being the best player in a tournament. So that's just that felt great.
I honestly wouldn't mind doing another like a 1v1 tournament or something, because those are just a lot of fun. I want to it's been a little bit while since we've done one.
Right. Yeah. And I know the last one I hosted, and I'll get to this. So, and the other thing, of course, was being the Turbo Thoughts in a 3v3 tournament.
I loved that.
Yeah, I knew that game was going to be like really close. We went 3-0, but I know the death match I was most worried about, because I know Skills and Reflex are very good at 1v1s. So I was just like, well, let's see how this goes. But we ended up topping them in the 3v3 tournament. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
that was my past accomplishment.
I thought up of one more accomplishment for me, and that's the fact that people still pick me very often when it comes to capture the flag.
Because you're a rusher?
Because you're a good rusher.
Yeah.
Even back in the day, apparently I was a great rusher, and if I recall correctly, I actually even may have gotten like a 6 in CTF on one of my accounts.
I think your highest was a 6 in the CTF.
Wow, that's crazy. I think I've only seen Flag Capper with a 6 in CTF.
Moose got a 6 one time. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I can't go above a 3 in CTF because I don't really rush, and if you don't get caps, you really don't gain rank in CTF.
Exactly.
It's ass.
And that was actually my question I was thinking about, is like, what's your highest rank you've gotten in the game? And everyone else has answered except for me now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've gotten my highest was a 6, it's like 6.4, I think. It was a pretty high 6. And deathmatch one time. Way back in the day. But that's
forever ago.
Yeah, but that's the highest. And then I was regularly a 5 in Capture the Flag.
Nice.
Yeah, those were probably the highest ranks I've had.
Cool. Well, I'll move on to the next question. We're about 3 questions away from our next drinking question, and I'm like I said, I'm tipsy, so
yep,
I expect to get drunk at the
end. Me too.
Yeah, I've already finished 2 beers, a shot, and yep.
So for this question, it says, what are some of the biggest glitches you've found in the past that people might not know about? And I'm going to start with myself just real quick. So I found a lot of glitches in this game, and I've actually, it was in 2018, I documented how many I was pretty sure I found, and it's over 1,500.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
do you
it's a
still
lot.
Have that list or something?
It's a SQL database, so I gotta search my old computer, but I might actually have that.
Dude,
if you
put that like Dropbox or something,
I would love to see that.
That is insane.
Yeah, so it's 1,500 plus glitches at least that I'm pretty sure I found. but let's see. So in terms of the glitches that, because most people, I guess, I don't know, who are playing now might not know what I found in 2008 or 2009. And I'll talk more about this. Is one of my stories later on, but Fly Anywhere Ghost Station, Dark Cathedral, and Tinta Station.
Yes.
The Ghost Station weapons facility.
Yeah.
Getting outside the Battle Dome and hide and seek.
Yep.
Under the center of the mining facility, under the Valix Rock, and on the second Valix building. Those are some of the things I'm pretty sure I found, but just like that I was like very proud of finding.
I'd say you found those ones for sure.
Yeah, I would too.
All right, Agent Moose, go ahead.
So, one of the biggest ones that people probably don't know I haven't found, I'm going to leave my favorite till last, honestly. Well, I should say, I guess I helped find since I was in a clan, and I know I was there with Ethan because we collaborated a lot when it came to the glitches, which was teleport. It was mainly with Ethan doing that. But with the teleport one, the original one, though. Ethan found that one. I found out how to do it with the Puma and how to do it at other places. And then there was... I already lost my train of thought. What other ones? Teleport. Oh, hologram.
Oh no,
hologram. Was that you?
I found that one. Yes,
that was you.
I was going to mention that one with the glitches. So
okay,
yeah.
Actually, yeah, that had to be you. Never mind, that had to be you.
Yep.
That makes sense. What other glitches did I find? It's just so hard because I haven't really watched my videos lately, so I can't remember. Because those ones are in the old Ratchet and Clank series. Well, okay, the one glitch that people probably don't know, it involves clans. I was able to actually do a multi-clan war. I could have up to 10 different clans.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yep, I would have up to 10 different clans in a clan war.
That's insane.
Yep, that's actually how he and I did a bunch of our stat cheating.
Mm-hmm. That way we get clan stuff up.
Mainly with Juggernaut time. Juggernaut time is what we did, is how I got it so quickly, is because of this glitch.
That's insane.
Yep. It's a fun glitch, and I could explain it sometime later, but it's honestly, it's kind of an easy glitch, and it was one of those ones that happened by accident, too.
Yeah, I don't even remember how to do it, so when you do explain it, I'm going to be excited for that.
Yep. So
for me, my glitch, the biggest one I found that they might not know about is, honestly, it's either teleporting or hologram, because both ended up going hand in hand.
Yes.
It was the same night.
It was the same exact night, and there's actually videos of the hologram glitch when we first found it with Starkiller in the game, and him selling DWD.
I remember that. I remember that video.
Honestly, everyone's called me DWD. Everyone, even to this day, people still say that. It's very rare that someone says DWD. I'm like, oh, you actually said it correctly.
I'm gonna start saying that now.
DWD. But I'd say honestly, the hologram glitch, that was the one that really, I feel like, got Defy logic really known.
I would agree with that,
because at that time, hacks and stuff like that weren't a thing, and you can't even hack doing the hologram glitch that I know of anyway. So the hologram glitch, it ended up once it first found it, it was complete lag is what caused it, because you could do it by cord pulling, but the way I found it was in Torval, you get a hover bike, and those where the hover bike spawn, that rock and near the water and stuff, if you jump up there with the hover bike and get out, sometimes you'll teleport away, which is how I found the teleport glitch. It's actually, I feel like I probably found the teleport and then the hologram glitch later. But it ended up, the hover bike, there's little rebar essentially
rebar
on the right above the water. And on my screen, I think it was the hover bike would blow up, I think.
Yep, the hover bike went in the water on
Went
everyone
into
else's
the water,
screen.
but on everyone else, it would stay on those pipes that were there, which would which would essentially be what you could do to cord pull. But that's how the original hologram glitch was found. And when we made a YouTube video of it that night, everyone thought it was hacks. Every single person. And it was fantastic because it's like, nope, this definitely isn't hacks. And
we had something good.
The funny thing was, like, I just think, like, if only you knew that we actually did get hacks later.
Yeah, right. Sweet
Like,
summer child. You want to see what hacks really are?
Exactly.
And if I could jump in here just real quick, I know with Ethan and Troy, I know like just the default glitches I think of when I think of you guys are teleporting the hologram, because you guys, I just remember those videos when I was starting out. I was like, holy shit, how do they do this?
Yeah, because I found the hologram glitch is because you did the teleport the same exact area. And it's complete utter luck that you get hologram.
Between that rock and Torval?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's complete utter luck that you get the hologram glitch out of it. And that was just like, honestly, I felt like that was my defining moment in glitches. Because when it came down to it, I don't feel like I found too many glitches myself. The only other one I could think of that I know I found was the turret in Conquest.
Right.
The elevator turret.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yep,
Yeah.
I found that one, and it just keeps going up. That's the only one I can really think of that was like another one that I actually found.
And then Kirk blew it out the water and found a lot easier way to do it.
Yep.
Because I know you guys originally, I think, cord pulled from the turret to the Landstalker and did some things, and you were able to do it.
Yeah.
And then the new way, it's pretty much you just go up in the air of the turret and you just cord pull. That's it.
Yeah, yours was much easier. Mine, I didn't know exactly.
I remember when you guys, because I recorded you guys doing it, and I put it on YouTube. I remember because
you did. Oh yeah, you were the one that recorded that.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, that was. I feel like those were really mainly the hologram and the teleporting was like my defining glitches that really got me known.
I 100% agree with that. So Connor, how about you?
I really don't have anything, man.
You didn't really do too many glitches.
I'm just like Ethan. I never really found any new ones myself. I do think there was at least maybe one or two that I discovered on my own. But for the life of me, I can't remember what they were because they really weren't really noteworthy. They were just kind of small things.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of them. This question really wasn't for me because I wasn't really much of a glitcher.
There was actually a glitch I forgot about that I was recently watching my old videos because there's one glitch I was trying to figure out to do, which I can't seem to figure out at all. It's the one in Sarathros when you could walk in the water essentially. Like it looks like you're in the water. I've been trying to find out how I did it or how it was done.
You spawn where you die right at that spot.
Oh, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. No wonder I've been doing it all wrong.
Well, all right. We'll move on to the next one. This is also involves glitching too. So what are your 3 favorite glitches of all time, or what do you think they are? And I will start with Troy.
All right. Mine, I always love the clan glitch. Multiple clans. That's going to be probably my number 1. Well, really no order. Next is definitely hover surf.
Oh yeah, hover bike surf.
Such an amazing glitch. Like
hover bike surf
blew my mind.
That's one of my favorites too.
What's a good third one? I could always default back to the teleportation, but I feel like I should do another one.
We can move on if you need to think about it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, Connor.
Yeah. So hover surf, fly glitch, and walk through walls.
Yes,
My
those are great
absolute
glitches.
favorite. Like
walk
yeah,
through walls.
all
yes.
three, like those three. Well, I mean, maybe hover surf is on its own, but fly glitch and walk through walls, basically, you can do anything.
Yep.
That's all there is to it. Like on Torval, you can't really fly glitch unless you do the charge boot with Puma thing, but that's its own thing. But you can do walk through walls there,
Right.
and you can basically get anywhere.
Yep. You just changed my answer.
Yeah.
You think about walk through walls.
Walk through walls and fly glitch are the most powerful glitches.
That's
ever.
I didn't think about walk through walls.
Especially the fly glitch. That was the Defy Logic intro for the longest time.
The fly glitch, man. So many.
Yep.
That was the crown jewel of glitches, like
That's
in the
right.
early days.
Oh yeah.
Many afternoons were spent with the fly glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would just
For
spend
me,
wrenching around the map.
exactly. I would agree exactly with yours, Connor, because my thought was already the fly glitch and I loved the hover surf, the hoverbike surf. Oh my god, when that was found, like I had so much fun with it.
Right.
I absolutely loved it.
Like once you actually do it, it's so simple in nature, but it goes so hard against what you're used to that you're like, yeah, I'm just Jesus, no big deal.
Exactly. Like that's
right.
That's my top glitch. I love that one.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's great. Yeah, definitely hoverbike surf is on my top of the list. Now, one, vehicle fusion. I just really love seeing vehicles fused together. And I mean, like Connor said, you and Connor, you and Vernon were, I think, the first ones to actually do 10 vehicles fused. I just found like a way that you could do it like with simple cord pulling, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
Because I remember when that dropped, I'm like, holy shit. But then I have a different third one because, like, oh man, the fly glitch and walk through walls are amazing. Like they're in the top for me too. And this is one you guys may have forgotten about or don't know, but it's giant Landstalker plasma mortars.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And yeah, and this is only doable with it glitch wise on the PS3, and you would essentially sign out and sign back in, and you would alter the Landstalker state for somehow, I don't know. And if you literally shot over and over in a certain spot, the plasma mortars would just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And actually, the last glitch I did in one of my videos for DLHD was this, and I did it for 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I had turbo. I just went do.
Couldn't. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, can't you do it on PS2 as well with rapid fire?
Yes,
you might be able to. But I know this is an actual glitch on PS3. So
yeah, I froze myself actually recently doing it. Gosh, I was gonna say something else.
I did like the intro to the mod package 2 where I made the mine. The size of the map, and it just turned the sky red. It's like people, how the fuck did you do that? I was like, I just scaled a mine up. I was inside of a mine. Yeah.
All right. So this is more. You guys are going to be answering a lot more than I am for this question. So, and Connor, I'll start with you for this one. So, how did you all find out about hacks on Deadlocked, and who was the very first hacker on the game?
Well, I'm just go ahead and start with this as well. Is I can't answer that either.
It's going to be a collaboration between Connor and I.
Yeah, so for the longest time there was Action Replay and Codebreaker, and I had tried to go online many times with Action Replay and Codebreaker, and I had gotten banned and warned. However, I think Troy, you mentioned something about Code Magic.
This is you knew Code Magic. I had the software to do it with the PS2. I had the FreeMic boot, but you had Code Magic. That's why we flip-flopped. We kind of gave each other what we needed.
Yep. So I did Code Magic, and the very first thing I did was V10 weapons online. So that was for sure the first thing that I did. But it's between Troy and I as being the absolute first person online with hacks.
I think for me, it was probably Moonjump and Infinite Health. It was probably mine.
Yep.
Yeah. The reason
those ones worked automatically.
So did V10 weapons. The reason I did V10 weapons is because I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this video that Geo made where he basically spliced a level or a video together to where he went online and started a game, but then when the loading screen started, he spliced it to where it showed up as local play.
Yes.
And,
I remember that.
I forgot about it.
Yep. And it was Strathos. He had V10 Vipers. He started shooting off the walls. So I was like, I want to do that, but for real.
Yep.
And
you did.
And I did. I had the V10 Vipers actually online, and I forget who the first person I was that joined the lobby with me, but I had that, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
So Connor, were you the first hacker online?
I want to say yes, but I really
we don't know.
It's between me and Troy, honestly.
Okay. What about Vernon?
I've actually got something to contribute to this. I just remembered.
Ethan has something. Yeah, he does.
I can guess I say I was technically the first hacker, though it wasn't Deadlocked. It was UIA.
Before Deadlock was out.
Oh.
I managed to get into a UIA game with codebreaker cheats that actually worked. So I had like infinite health. Rapid fire didn't work.
We didn't have rapid fire.
Oh yeah, rapid fire was a thing, but like infinite health and moon jump were really the only things that actually worked. I got into a UIA game. And then after that game, I was banned for 10,000 days.
I remember you telling me about this.
So what happened was how you would do that. So I guess technically I was the first hacker. You would, because every time whenever you try to get like load up the game or load up multiplayer, if you had cheats on, it would give you an error or pass DNAS and stuff. Well, if you cord pulled at the right time, it didn't realize that and actually let you get past the next screen, and then you put the cord back in, so you're actually loaded in.
That's crazy.
And I kept doing that until I got into a game, and I actually managed to get into a full game lobby on UIA with Moonjump and Infinite Health.
And once you're in the game, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, once you're in the game, it can't find that or anything. And so I was playing on UIA with Moonjump, Infinite Health, and I was just fucking around, flying everywhere. And then of course, once the game ended, then it caught me, and I got like kicked me out immediately, like right when the game loading screen was there, or the end game screen, and kicked me out and banned me for 10,000 days.
That is insane. I remember you telling me about the 10,000 day thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to put that in perspective, that's like what, 20-something years?
It was like 27 years, I think.
Yeah.
The servers weren't even up that long.
No.
We would still be banned.
I'd still be banned. Yes.
Yeah.
But luckily at that time, like afterwards, because we knew about Free McBoot and stuff in the soft mod. It was maybe about just a few months later, because at the time we did.
Honestly, I think it was before that, because I had Free McBoot beta. Like, I had the beta version of Free McBoot.
We had a PS2 ID changer, and we found out that they only banned the PS2 ID. And so I just changed my PS2 ID and still went online.
Yep. Now,
well, my story, I was just going to say, my story is very simple, because the question was, how'd you find out about hacking on Deadlocked? And pretty much, what Connor was mad at Ethan for. So Ethan told Cold Viper a little bit about hacks, and then Cold Viper just rushes over to me and is like, "Hey man, I got hacks online, and I can get you one." So he told me about the whole process, and that's how I got on. But that was at the end of 2011.
Yeah, like I gave it out to Cold Viper like towards the ending of like when everyone else wasn't really playing Deadlocked anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely did do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ethan.
Yeah.
We have our skeletons.
Yeah, we have our skeletons. I forgive you, Ethan.
Best scoper ever. 20.
Nah, who cares was the best scoper?
Okay, well, did I get everyone?
I think
Yep.
so.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll move on. This is still involving hacks. So, what are 3 of your favorite hacks? And I will start this off. So, Troy mentioned rapid fire. That is my favorite hack of all time. I love it. It's just I got to try it at the end of 2012, and I just had a blast with it for the first time. And then classics, like when Connor first got online with V10 weapons, like my mouth hit the floor. And it's like I remember so many people were like just like some Connor made a game and everyone's just like scrambling to get in the lobby because like we're just like we want to see this shit.
I want to see it.
And like I just remember Connor shooting the V10 Vipers first and then just proceeding to go down to the other weapons. I recorded it. It was crazy. And then the fact that you guys got Moonjump on. I mean, Moonjump is just like a classic, like amazing glitch that you can just like literally fly and go anywhere you want to.
So,
I just think it's so cool.
The fun thing about Moonjump is we didn't even have to find that.
Yeah, that was already in the game.
It was already like it was a code breaker code, I think, or something that worked.
Right. So Connor, how about you?
Actually,
hang on, Ethan.
Before he goes, this is actually I was gonna guess Troy's favorite hack.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be either me taking a shot or not for this one.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, go for
Since
it.
we're on this question, I want to say Troy's favorite hack. I was going to say follow aimer, where you shoot and that's where you land.
Oh, that is such a good one. That is definitely.
Is it not your favorite though?
Oh man. I think now probably not, to be honest.
Okay,
No.
then I'll take a shot for that then. All right. It's been a while since I've had a shot anyway, so.
Yeah.
Man, this one's actually kind of hard for me to answer.
It is. I know, same.
Because there's so many good ones. I will say at least one of them is flying hoverbike.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I love that one.
Flying hoverbike is so nice because like it's so easy to control, and once you let go of it, you just float and you can just move around in the sky. It's so elegant.
Yeah.
Fuck, hold on. I have to look through some of my things because
Would you say that was your favorite one?
it's one of them. I wouldn't say it's my all time.
Okay. Well, my other question for you was actually your favorite hack as well. And my thought was the one where you shoot chickens instead of the weapon.
If you categorize that by change the weapon shot to be something else,
Yes.
then I would agree with you.
Okay. So
Okay.
yes.
Drink up, Connor.
Yeah, here I'll get a shot. but yes, that is once I got hacks. That is like one of the ways that I documented model IDs is because I found. So this is how it started. I found where the weapon section was in the memory, right? So like 1096 is the fusion, for instance. I found that ID and I was like, wait, these all look like I forget how I did it, but I changed something and I got really lucky in a guess and it turned the fusion into the B6. And I was like, wait, what did I just do? And I shot it and it shot the B6. And I was like, wait, what? What the hell? So I found it and I was like 1096. Okay, the next one is 108A. That's the B6. 1087 is the magma. So I started interchanging these. And then I searched for those IDs and then I found the list of the models that were loaded. And so I just started swapping them. And so one of them, for instance, is if you change the fusion to the swing shot, when you equip it, your player collides with the swing shot, so you start flying off the map.
What?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's crazy.
If you equip the swing shot, it collides with your character and it starts pushing you into the sky, and then you fall into the water and you die.
That's fantastic.
Oof.
Yeah. So there are a bunch of other things that I did with that. But
Remember when you changed the hover bike into a pig?
oh yeah, and I started riding the pig, but
I
you
forgot
don't
about
you
that
don't
one.
actually ride the pig. You actually put your head in the ass of the pig, and that's
Oh my god.
Yes.
All right, here I'm taking my shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good.
All right. Is there anyone who did not answer that question?
I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, this
Okay,
is
go
favorite
for it, Troy.
hack.
Connor,
I actually
are you
haven't
still going,
answered
Connor?
favorite hack either.
I have to think of my third one.
Okay.
So
all right.
you guys go ahead.
Ethan, go ahead.
Oh man. So my favorite. Let's see. I'd probably have to go with some simple stuff like some of the original hacks, like the V10 stuff. Like those were fantastic. Like that was. I felt like that was a monumental thing with
Yeah,
hacks.
the Earth stood still. We'll just say that.
Exactly. Like that's one of my top favorites. I think this might be one of Troy's stories, which he could elaborate on if it is. Freezing clan leaders.
Yep, that is definitely one of my stories.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it there, but that's one of my favorites as well, just because you were a complete dick, but for a good reason. And then the other one, I just forgot. Hold on. It was which I mentioned earlier, actually, where actually I did mention this, was where you could copy stats.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, that one for some reason I just like so much, because you can just be in a game, all of a sudden I have the same stats as you.
All of a sudden, hey, I'm a 10K.
Or 10K, yeah. It was such a fast 10K and freeze immediately.
Yeah, and
wouldn't
take
freeze
it.
now.
Oh, what
Take
freeze
it-
it?
Yeah, you wouldn't
No.
freeze it. You'd have to freeze it, but you could take it one step further when we finally figured out how to unfreeze the stat cheated accounts.
That's right.
Because
Yes.
then you can just change all the stats to zeros.
To
I
zero, and then
forgot
it's
about
reset,
that.
and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. But I have
Yep.
more to cover on that later.
Okay, cool.
All
But
right.
those were probably my favorite ones.
All right.
Cool. So Troy, yeah.
Oh man, I have obviously the guy who's pretty much known for constantly using hacks online. Still, it's hard for me to choose. I will say one of my favorite ones is going to be the one I actually just recently made, which is the free cam.
Yeah, I thought
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's
I
been a
put
help.
so
Yeah,
much
free.
hard work into that, and I absolutely love it. It works so well, and it's just, I feel like it's something that Deadlock just needs.
Yeah, it really
yeah.
did.
Another one would be, yes, Ethan, the follow aimer is amazing. It's so much fun to use, especially when Skills lets me 1v1 him and use it. He doesn't care if I do. It actually adds more of a challenge for him. So
yeah. He still probably wins.
Oh, he does. Even though, I mean, I got very good at accurately aiming to where I need to go with that though.
Yep.
Another one that I can't even say respawn timer anymore, because zero respawn timer, because we pretty much always use that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Before that was a thing, like you liked that a lot.
I love that one a ton. Infinite charge boots is fun.
Oh yes! Oh, Infinite Charge Boots is fantastic. Yes.
Not just infinite charge boots, but basically activate charge boots no matter what you're doing.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
basically
Reactivate the was it like model or something like that? Or
Yeah. So what my code does actually
it's the
and the
player
animation.
state.
it
it's-
changes the state straight to charge booting.
It's the player state, yeah.
Gotcha.
So you could be walking and then activate charge boots, and it looks like you're running, but you have the charge boot effect.
I see.
Ah, okay.
Wait, Troy, is that the one I have?
No.
No, I have the one that just resets your player state so you can charge.
Yeah,
You can
it's
do
just a regular-
anything. So if like
regular charge boot.
if I'm like doing that wrench, like if you're like doing the wrench fall thing where you're like really high up and stuff, it can cancel that out and just do whatever else.
Correct.
Same with does that work with the magma cannon slide?
No, but Lots of Deaths does. If you press L1 and up, it then will change your state as well, and then
I didn't know that.
Yeah, player state's fun. Player state's been very useful for me when I'm doing spawn points for custom maps.
Oh
Yeah, I'm sure that's
yeah,
helpful.
that would be.
Because I just set it to 99 and I can
And
just
that's your
respawn
spawn.
infinitely, and that helps me test and make sure there's no bugged spawn points.
Gotcha.
So
It's actually
from a-
really smart.
from a functional standpoint, yeah, that's one of my favorites because it's one of the most useful. I would say one of my favorites just from like, having fun in a game would be all game modes in one,
Oh my god,
yes.
yes.
where you've got all the nodes, you've got the CTF flags. I
got
think the hill spawned as well.
Cough.
The last time I played that was probably in 2010 when you
Yeah.
did that.
Before the server shut down. So I
And
mean, we could probably
Juggernaut.
do that again at some point.
Okay.
Well, that's the one that didn't show up was Juggernaut. It wouldn't choose.
Oh, that's right.
It wouldn't choose a Juggernaut.
We should do that sometime. I'd be up for doing that.
That'd be wild.
So, and then the other one would be hacked start menu. I really liked that one.
Oh, that's great.
Honestly,
That's a
Well,
good one.
because the one I use, Connor, is kind of like a modified version of the one that you had, and yeah, I still use that constantly.
Yeah.
Connor, I do kind of have a little follow up question to this. What about the mischievous hacks?
What do you mean, like mischievous? Like,
Freezing heart with a harbinger?
gotcha.
Yeah, change the harbinger into the.
I feel like this could go
VX56.
into Troy's
Freeze
clan
pack.
leader thing.
It would go into my story. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll say that for the story. And so we have crossed the 20 question threshold, so we are actually about to ask our next drinking question.
Oh yeah.
And I said after the drinking question, let's take a quick break, because I've been holding a piston for an hour now.
So have I. So have I. All right, let's take a few minute interlude.
So, all right, we're gonna start our drinking question, and I'll go ahead and start us off. And I know, Troy, you got beat up on the first drinking question, but this one's for you too. Okay, so the question is, what YouTube channel do you think I first saw you featured on in 2007?
Oh, I have that answer.
And the three choices for you are Blandify Logic, Yort124, or the Piggy Glitch.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Never mind. My answer is wrong then.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
That's a good question.
I am gonna. Crap!
Damn.
I forgot about the piggy. I'm gonna go with Yort124.
Yort124 final answer?
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong. It was the Piggy Glitch. I saw you use I saw you fuse the hover ship and the Landstar together for the first time and do the hover stalker. That's where I first saw you featured. So drink up.
Well, I have water.
Yeah, he can't drink. He's and stuff.
I understand why you can't. That's okay. Okay, Ethan, you're next.
Oh man! Once again, I did all these questions incorrectly, or at least not as well as you guys did.
Right.
Unfortunately,
You and I, Ethan. Same.
because I kind of chose questions from our list instead of like think. I try to think of some.
No.
That was my issue.
Questions wrong.
Let's see. I can't remember. Did you, Kirk? Did you list your favorite glitch? Did you say that earlier?
I did not list my favorite glitch.
Okay, then we'll go with that. I'm gonna guess your favorite glitch. You're gonna have to tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna say fusing vehicles was your favorite.
Final answer.
That's my final answer. Damn it.
It's the giant plasma mortar landstalker.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Drink, bitch.
Drink up,
Okay,
bud.
Drink, bitch.
All right, Connor, you're up.
I have a question for Ethan.
Yep.
Well, Ethan already has to drink, so we'll see if he gets two or if I have to drink another one. So, all right, Ethan, don't answer this yet. I want you to think about it for a second and let me know when you have your answer, okay?
All right.
Your favorite leaked account password.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Favorite leaked account password.
Yeah, so like stat cheat account, whatever
so
the
it's kinda
password.
GK3, Bloodlust, all
things
those.
Exactly.
like All right.
Widzor.
Pull up the password list.
Oh, that's a good idea, Troy. Give me a second. Let me
Matt, you should delete your thing. Don't give him hints.
let me give me 1 second, because I actually so you guys know I'm pulling up a list of give me reminders of like accounts that Troy and I had all the passwords for. Like we have one document for all passwords.
Oh my god. Let me hold on.
It's gonna be, I guarantee it's gonna be one of those original ones.
Yeah, it's one of the leaked accounts.
It will definitely. I'm gonna say one of the leaked accounts for sure.
Okay.
I just gotta find it real quick. 1 sec. While I'm looking for that, if someone else has a question for someone, go ahead.
Does he have to save the password or the account?
I will say the password, and he gets to tell me yes or no.
Okay.
So I guess go ahead and.
Well, there's already one I have in mind then, so we'll go with that because that's probably the one I remember the best.
All right, the password I'm thinking of is "Let's shot at bacon."
Nope, it was not that.
No, damn it.
Nope.
Drink up, Connor.
But
That
it
was
wasn't the first.
Kev Jumbo or whatever.
That was Kev Cano 41.
Yep. Kev,
I remember that account. Yeah.
What that went with, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
Okay, Troy. Let's hear it.
So what was your favorite leaked account password?
A7Z.
Oh, okay, Destructo. Okay.
Destructo.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that account.
That was my
A7Z BV EVAN3G. Yep.
All right, Troy. Let's hear it.
Password.
Troy.
And Matt got it right.
Let's go with this because I think I asked you a question, Kirk, earlier.
You did, yeah. Or hell, just make Ethan drunk.
Yeah, if you have a question for me, Troy, I'm up for it.
Actually, you know what? Sure, okay.
Wait, what you're trying to make him drunk? I just had to take a shot.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Dang it, you're right.
Go with
just
someone. Just go with
I'm curious, Connor. So, this kind of brings back to the whole emulator thing with figuring out how to get it online. When you got Deadlocked Online with the PCSX2 for the first time, did you think that the impact of it would be as big as it is now? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
The reason I say no,
right.
Yeah. So I have to drink. So the reason I say no is because, to be honest, I didn't really understand the full gravity of what I had finally done. And I know, like, for Deadlocked, yes, I was the first one to do it, but for other PS2 online titles, I'm very certain I wasn't. The reason being is because there's already a network plugin that was already developed for me to use in PCSX2. I didn't actually develop any of the plugin stuff myself. I just pieced it together and figured out a way to make it actually work so I could actually get online. Now, PCSX2 or my computer wasn't powerful enough to actually run the game on network while in game. Because if you remember, the networking in PCSX2 was absolute dog shit.
Yep,
At the time. Like in the lobby, it was perfect, but once you got in game, it would just completely lock up because it couldn't understand how to do the netcode. So I understood that PCSX2 was important, but I didn't understand how important it would be later on. For instance, figuring out, debugging Deadlocked to get it online with custom servers.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well,
all right. I guess I'm taking another shot then.
Yeah. Drink up.
All right. Hold on.
Man, you're gonna get fucked up.
Dude, yeah,
I think Connor
I knew
and
that was a
will be the
possibility.
most fucked up.
Probably,
I agree.
Yeah.
But all right. So since Connor is just taking his next shot, we have ended the second drinking question round, and we need to use the restroom. So
Yep,
we are going to be
sure do.
back in probably
couple minutes.
2 minutes. So
All right.
And do
Well,
stories.
we'll be right
cheers.
back.
I will take a shot. Cheers.
I will take a shot
Back.
too then. Cheers. Damn, how long has this
It's been a
going
couple
on?
hours already. We started at 6:30 my time, so it's been.
Oh, you're right.
It's,
Piss in a bottle.
it's been over 3 hours. So this has been a very long podcast, but I'm very much enjoying this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
Because there's
Yep.
people that don't have an idea
Knowledge or
of
know
the DL history, and
Yep.
this is stuff that I love sharing. So
It's not something that we've really gotten a chance to talk about either.
yeah, not in a complete sense. We've touched on it. Like some things will come up and be like, "Yo, yeah, you remember this story
Yeah.
about this thing this one time?"
But never in
haven't-
detail.
Yeah, we've never had this comprehensive list of things to go over, and then we talk about it.
Exactly. Well, I got to also use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
Anyone back yet?
I'm still here.
Cool. Dude, I can't feel my legs almost.
Damn, really? You paralyzed?
Pretty much. I can't believe this has been. I've recorded for 3 hours and almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 3 hours.
That's
and we're
crazy.
2/3 of the way gone. You were gone when we were talking about this, but yeah, this has actually been really fun.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Me too. I'm down 2 apple ciders. I'm on my third one, and I've had, I think, 3 shots now of Jack Daniels. What do you have?
I've had 4 shots. I've had a cider. I finished a Mike's Harder. I should probably crack open another one though, so I can sip on it. I've been sipping on water because of the shots that I've been doing.
Yeah, I know. Like before I usually talk, I'll have a little sip of water.
Yeah. So, here I'll do another cider.
Cool. You back, Troy?
Yep.
Cool. Just waiting on Ethan now.
All right, I'm back.
All right, sweet.
Welcome
All right.
back.
Well, I was just talking with Connor, Ethan, that I'm having a really fun time with this. This has been great. Yeah, it's. I'm glad we did this, and I suspect maybe down the road we might do some more, maybe with other people too. So that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Other podcasts, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start our second storytelling. I know we've told like mini stories, but this is the second story section, and Connor's going to start us off.
Oh man, this one, I really like this one, but it's also pretty toxic.
Bring it.
But it's very funny at the same time. And Matt probably remembers this. Maybe not. I don't know if you guys remember it or not either. But so this involves me, Sapphire Metal, Verdon, and Flailer. So this was like New Year's of 2009, maybe probably 2009 or 2010. but it was New Year's. And we all made accounts called Happy New Year's with 00 and then a number at the end. So what happens when this happens is if we all join a game at the same time,
Oh no!
Deadlocked puts us into the lobby and it cuts off the end of the name, so it's ... When that happens, when someone scrolls over the name, it automatically jumps to the bottom of the list, which means you can't select any of the accounts that happened before it. So what we did is we would designate someone to be the last person to join the lobby. And so when that happens, that person would immediately try to invite themselves.
Oh my God.
As soon as they did that, we would give the go ahead. And then the others would start being really fucking loud on the mic. So we would join the lobby. And so we did it. And oh my God, Geo actually starts playing porn over the PS2.
Oh my God! God damn!
I remember that.
He
part.
starts doing that.
God!
And we did it to a bunch of different lobbies.
This is a new story to me, and I love it.
Yep. Yeah, we did that. So like the people in the lobby, besides leaving, the host could not ignore the person that was playing all the noise. So yeah, you can imagine what happened. We would sit there doing that, and then eventually the host would have to cancel the game.
Oh
my God. That is hilarious. So before y'all go into your stories, I got like a little mini follow-up story to Connor's. It's pretty much like, remember when hide and seek was kind of at its peak in 2008? Like a lot of people like to play hide and seek games. Well, pretty much, sometimes this is a dick move. I would go on an alt account and I would join the hide and seek game, and as soon as the game started, I had my mic and I'd just start blowing into it. And people would be like, "Shut the fuck up, man. Who is that?" And I did it for like half the game, and they would be so mad. And then like what I would do on this alt account is I would actually, before I joined the lobby, I'd unplug my mic so no one knew I had a mic. And then when I'd start the game, I'd plug it in.
Oh my God.
And I'd just take it out again. And then what was hilarious is they would start blaming each other for this.
Because you didn't have a mic originally.
Yeah, that's psychological warfare.
Just before that, like, don't you all remember mic lag?
Yeah,
God, that was the worst.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So, we did Happy New Year's, and we did it in like three lobbies or so before people really started picking up on it. So we kept getting kicked fast. So then we're like, all right, people realize what the Happy New Year account is, so let's come up with a different one. So the next one we came up was Catch Me If You Can.
Oh my God.
Catch Me If You Can. So as soon as we did that, we joined the lobby, and people were looking for Happy New Year, but it was Catch Me If You Can. And by the time the third or fourth one joined and they started realizing it was already too late. And so the process repeated. And so
that's fantastic.
That's great.
We started doing that. It was the most toxic thing, but God, it was hilarious.
That's so funny.
That is hilarious. That's great.
So yeah, the crown jewel of that was just Geo playing porn through the mic. It just like it was a lady moaning.
I remember hearing stories about.
I think we all
a lady moaning over the PS2 mic. Just think of the shitty mic quality, and it's like some chick moaning, and you're just like a kid, and oh man, it was just so
fantastic.
Funny. Oh, all right.
What happened? I love
easily one of the funniest things that's ever happened on Deadlocked for me.
That's funny. Now that you've mentioned that, I do remember hearing about Geo playing porn music over the mic. At one point,
that's where
that was the occasion, huh?
But yeah, that's a glitch if you didn't know it existed. If you have a long enough name, but it's different, and you join the lobby all at the same time, the person can't select anyone from anyone in the list, except for the last person.
I did not know that. So, interesting. So,
That's fantastic.
Ethan, let's hear yours next.
My story is so I think it was Snow Dog and his clan. I think he was the one that had the -1 clan.
Yes.
Untamed.
Untamed, that's right. Troy and I found out how to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
-1. He actually, so I spoke with him years, before, and he's like, I have no idea how I did it. It just happened. So the -1, there was one time Troy and I, we were stat cheating, doing actually the clan glitch that he was talking about where you could have multiple clans and stuff. That's actually how I did the Juggernaut time, was with that glitch. Because with that glitch, the game would never end. And so I would just sit there as Juggernaut and get my time up real fast, faster than anyone else can, because usually you'd have to, do a timed game or whatever and whatnot. So with this glitch, I could sit there as long as I wanted and I get all the infinite Juggernaut time. But we were doing that, and Troy lagged out. I think one of us it probably was Troy. He lagged out, and then soon after, I lagged out. And because of that, once I looked at my stats, I noticed I actually went down in stats instead of up. For
Not enough to freeze, though.
It wasn't enough to freeze. Actually, it went down enough to freeze, and then actually it went back up. Because if you're in a game long enough, it went back up anyway. And that's how we found out that it's possible to do the negative glitch for the clans. It's just absolute luck that it happens.
At that point, it actually had to be, we had to be doing kills because you can't do it in a Juggernaut game.
Yep. You can't do it in a Juggernaut game. You had to do it by kills specifically.
But
so Snow Dog had no idea how he did it, but because I remember talking to him one day and asking him about it, he's like, I don't know how it happened, it just did. But we managed to recreate it, except I didn't actually do it. We just recreated it enough to where I went down in rank in a clan match instead of going up like it should have been.
That was actually another story I had, actually, but that's fine. Then my Should I Try account, that clan, became number 2 in overall stats and clan because of that glitch.
Yes, and he was always number 2.
-1. Untamed was still -1, but my I Don't Care clan from Should I Try, that was number 2 ever since then.
Yep. Like Troy's clan, we couldn't beat that because of what happened with it.
It was just so high.
And then that's essentially how that -1 came about. It was complete accident that we found it out, and it was complete accident that it happened to him, which I found really interesting.
Just like how you could freeze accounts, you could also do the opposite and go straight up the stats.
Yep.
Okay, that's interesting. I did not know about that, actually.
Yep.
So Troy,
I think we tried to recreate it, but we couldn't.
Yeah,
right.
Well, because what happened? We ended up. It was a really weird lag situation because at the time, obviously, Ethan and I were living in the same place. One PS2 didn't lag out; it kept going. The other PS2 lagged out. One of the PS2s was able to.
It recorded the stats.
It recorded the stats long enough for it to save it and then lag out.
Yeah, and the other one didn't even. So the other account didn't even record anything. It just counted as a lag out.
It was really weird. Yeah,
it was just strange.
All right, Troy, what's your story?
Yep. So my story, since we were talking about all the toxicity and things like that, I'm going to get
toxicity of our city.
Of our city. You're the world.
Disorder. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
I'm gonna get into the annoying clan tags and how I was able to remove them.
Yes,
Yep.
Troy was the sole purpose.
Troy was the
entire annoying clan tag. Those fag tags.
You're a godsend,
he was
Troy.
the annoying
Thank
clan
you.
tag janitor.
That thing
I
annoyed the
remember this.
crap out of me.
I applaud you for this because
All right, so I don't know if a lot of people know, but back in the day when hacks first found out, we were trying all these different type of different colored names, like purple names, green names. Well, we ended up using the same exact character you could, hex code character that you were able to use in UIA to get annoying clan tags, or names. We use that in Deadlocked, and turns out it does a very similar thing. But problem is, in Deadlocked, you're able to copy the clan tag to another clan, and so it just kept on going on and on and on. So eventually, all these other clans had just all these messed up clan tags. So I took it upon myself and was like, how can I get around this? How can I fix this? The only way I could see fixing this was, why not just take over the clan and remove the clan tag myself? So that's basically what I did in the short run of things. The long run of things. Every single clan has their own ID. I would set my clan ID to that ID, and then I was able to be in that clan. When I did that, I was able to be the leader of the clan. So I can, with some clans, what I could do is I could just remove the clan tag and then leave it alone. I did that with some of the clans, but with the people I did not like and things like that, I would actually remove the clan leader and the clan tag. The secret to removing the clan leader and leaving all the other people in the clan, whenever the people who are in the clan try and go to the clan room or go to view anything in the clan, their PS2 automatically freezes. Like, gone, they're done, you have to restart. And I couldn't tell you how many times I did that to people. I do remember one specific incident though. So this is after I got rid of all the annoying clan tags. So I noticed
was it Peterborough that kept renewing the clan?
No, Canada FTW.
Oh, that's right. Canada.
This is so. I honestly there's still a little part of me that's like really at him. So he was the one who kept on renaming clans and copying the clans. He probably had like 6 or 7 of them, probably more than that. But eventually I got to the very last one of his, and it was the very last clan account. And lo and behold, his regular Canada FTW account was actually it was not the clan leader, so it was just a regular member. So I changed the clan tag to something I don't even remember. And probably like you sucks or something. And then I removed the clan leader. So that way Scandal FTW couldn't go into his clan, and then he would have a clan tag he didn't even want.
That is hilarious.
Was Troy was the
that's great
move ever, but also saved the clan tags. I remember because he actually came to me, was like, "Dude, I just got into the last clan that Canada FTW's in, and I did this." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I remember that day.
That's great.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Overall, out of all the hacks, that's probably the best one when it comes to managing the entire clan database.
I will say, the thing that turned out to be a virus was when we managed to get hacked clan tags.
Yeah,
Because hacked clan tags, you couldn't do it on DL unless someone with hacks created a colored clan tag or some other variant of the clan tag, and then it all devolved from there because we didn't know of the glitch to copy clan tags.
Yeah, so how
that shit looked like a virus.
The copy was like you just played against the clan or something like that, right?
Yeah, you played against a no. You joined a clan that had it, and then you create one.
Oh,
then you leave it. Then you create one, and then you have it.
Got it. Once you create one, you can put a clan tag, and it would just keep that like first thing or whatever.
Yep.
Damn.
I remember
crazy.
all that because, like, honestly, I feel like that was the dickest move ever. But also, it saved the Deadlocked clan tags.
Yes, it did.
I
There's
agree.
so many annoying clan tags out there, and I'm
I mean, and
So
that was
glad I got rid of them.
that was partially our fault for not realizing.
It was you guys started
We didn't
it.
know.
We
You created a
all started
monster.
it.
Yeah, we created a monster.
know.
We didn't know.
But once we figured it out, Troy found a solution and he did it.
Yeah.
I took care of it.
Troy was the SJW of no hack tag.
Well, hats off to you, Troy.
Yeah,
That was,
dude. No, I applaud you for that.
Yep.
I just
That's great.
remember every time, like, it was a lot of the times he would tell me, "Oh, I just did this clan." I'm like, "Good for you."
That's actually, and Connor, the emulator actually helped a ton for me with that because I remember for some reason I couldn't get the code to work on PS2.
Yeah, it didn't work on PS2, so he'd always tell me.
So I always did
Oh,
it
yeah.
on the emulator.
Because the PS2 was less forgiving than PCS62,
Yep.
and that
Yep.
continues to this day.
Yep.
It does.
Wow. Well, yeah. Thanks again, Troy. Yeah.
That
Yeah, no
was
problem.
that's
But now-
honestly
I mean,
the most memorable thing I have about the original Deadlocked.
'cause here's the thing: like, in the event that we do implement clans, it's like, well, yeah, we have direct database access. So if
Yeah,
that
we
ever
just delete
happens
it.
again, we just delete all the clan tags, and
Yep.
suddenly the issue is non-present anymore.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And, I mean, you have it now where you can't put those type of characters and
Right.
usernames anyway.
Yeah,
So-
Dan implemented a filter, so you can't actually do
Which
that. So
was
Oh,
the
great.
best thing with this renewal.
yeah, because you have hacks, and the problem with colored names is that it screws up the kill feed.
Yeah, it
that's-
colors
Yeah.
those.
That's my
anything
issue with it.
text after it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So my
All right.
story totally turns away from hacks. And this is kind of like one of those. Yeah, I guess I could call it a tragic story because the first one I had was pretty funny and toxic, but this one's more of a tragic story. So the title of the story, The Tragedy of Riker 58-0. And so I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but before I made my current YouTube channel, I actually had another YouTube channel.
I didn't know. that.
And it was called Riker 58-0.
Yep, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do.
on this channel, what I would do is I would record glitch videos on my shitty Razer flip phone. It can only-
You had a razor?
yes.
I had a razor.
I
Yeah.
didn't. Well, I
And-
didn't get a cell phone until I was in college.
Wow. Well, I got it when I was in 7th grade.
Yeah,
So-
I got one when I was in 7th grade, and it was a
Well,
razor.
Then again, you guys are younger than I am. So, well, only by a
Well-
few years. So, anyway, go
Well,
ahead. Continue with your
Yeah. So on this Razer, I can only record videos for 20 seconds. So I'd had to rush and record glitches in 20 seconds before the time would run out, and I'd upload them to YouTube essentially.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And I had this account from, it was May 2007 until I believe December 2007. And believe it or not, I literally had over 200 videos on this account.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and just think right now, even though these videos on my current channel are much longer, much more detailed, I have I think it was 491 videos on my current channel. So I had over 200 videos on this one channel, literally under a year that I had made. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, of course, it's not there anymore. And what happened is, at the time, I told you in 2007, I was in the clan Threads of Life with Saliva, and he was the leader of the clan. And we were kind of like, the number one, number two of the clan. And so we shared account information. I had information to his Ultimate Jack account and his Dynamite Jack account, which he had some cycling games and glitch videos on. And he had access to my account before I made my current YouTube channel, which is actually first called Clan Future Tools, if you remember.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So there was one day, it was sometime in December. I think we had just wrapped up our third glitch video for Threads of Life. And for some reason, Saliva's like 3 years younger than me. And he was pissing me off. I can't remember what he was doing, but he was really pissing me off. And I pretty much just kind of snapped back at him. And we were going at it just, through messages and whatnot. And before I know it, the next day, I try and log into my YouTube account, and it says, your account has been disabled. It has been deleted. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And so I reached out to him, and Saliva said that he deleted my YouTube channel.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yes. And so 200 plus videos I had on that channel were gone. That's erased from DL history. I actually found an archive of 50 of them, and I actually put them up on a YouTube channel called Chidori's Old Videos. And it's still out there, but they're like very short videos and whatnot. But from there on, I was extremely pissed about that, but I had gone ahead and created the Clan Future Tools YouTube channel and started making longer videos there and better quality. And but we made up really quick, like in 2 days. It was nothing. But I'll always hate that, like, that first part of my DL history where I had it on footage is like gone.
It's gone. Yeah, I understand that.
That really sucks, but that's my second story right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I think that's everyone's stories.
Yeah, that's all of our stories. So we're going to move on to the final 10 questions that we have before we get to the other stuff. Towards the end of the podcast, and it's going at, looks like 3 hours and 40 minutes at least. So
I feel like these stories lasted longer than the first stories.
I have no complaints. This is
I'm enjoying this, and I will go until I'm passed out drunk. This is great.
I am definitely drunk right now, and it's great.
All right, so Troy, I'm going to ask you this question. So, who are some players you've lost contact with that you wish you could reconnect with? So
before this, before Troy answers, I just want to say, who agrees with Geo?
Who agrees?
I need some context here.
Do we all miss talking to Geo?
I do miss Geo. Geo was funny as shit. He could be toxic. However, I've done stuff that pissed him off. So whatever. Yep. I do miss talking to Geo.
Yeah, I feel like at least too. Connor and Troy are the same way with that. Okay,
and I gotta admit, I'm not as close to Vernon as you guys were, but I haven't talked to him since 2011, I think. So it would be cool to catch up.
We haven't either. Geo
disappeared.
Geo historically has been very cryptic about a lot of the stuff he did. Even so, behind the scenes, even in the hacker world, we had a lot of friction back in the day. This is partially
good stuff originally too.
There was a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of friction that was partially my fault, partially just a clash of personalities, to be honest. But overall, he's super hilarious. He was funny, and we had a lot of good memories together.
I just remember.
So I would love to be able to get back in contact with him. The only thing is because of how cryptic he was, really none of us have any good way of getting in touch with him. And the closest person that to him physically actually was Flailer. I don't know if you guys remember Flailer Star from Deadlocked.
Yeah, he's in the Amigos channel.
Yeah, Yep. He is finessed. And even he is like, yo, I haven't talked to Geo in however long. I have no idea. So like that's really our only lead. And I had old numbers. I texted him, hey, is this still Geo? I haven't heard anything. So I really have no way of getting in contact
I feel
with
like
him.
that's how everything with Geo is at the moment. It's just like we have his old contact information, but that's it. We tried and got no answer.
Yeah. So
now, so speaking of Geo, my favorite Geo story, because he was Vernon originally, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that would create or give people really old accounts, let them stat cheat it, and then he would delete them and remake them?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's what I remember him for.
Yep. So this is a story that I don't know if you guys know. I'm pretty sure you don't, but you guys know that Alpha Clank, he owned Alpha Clank, right?
Yep.
And he let people stat cheat Alpha Clank, and he deleted it.
That's I remember that.
This was during the time where we had some friction, and I was a angry teenager, and so he actually I had a feeling that he was going to delete and remake Alpha Clank, so I was turboing the account. So,
which actually gets me to a story later on.
If you guys don't know what turboing an account means, is that you are constantly trying to log into an account and it tells you the account password is wrong. However, as soon as someone deletes it, there's a delay before it logs them out and you can recreate it. So if someone's turboing the account, you can actually log into it.
Yeah.
And
so before you said turboing means like you had a turbo controller that had the turbo function on it, and if you just held the button down, it would constantly press it.
Yep. So I was turboing the Alpha Clank account, and I wasn't paying attention, and I looked at it like a couple minutes later, and it says account not found. And so I tried to recreate it, but it's like account create failed. And I was like, fuck, I could have totally stolen Alpha Clank from him.
Damn, that's an old account too.
And although, I never admitted this to him. So, if he finds this video later, I mean, we'll probably talk about it, but obviously I was an angry teenager and we had some friction because of hacks. So,
yep.
I was doing
he the
that.
one that found the VSync?
Yeah, he found the VSync hack. He found Airwalk. Geo was actually really good at finding hacks on DL, but that's a different story. Anyway, I tried turboing it. I had the opportunity to steal it from out under him, but
you missed it.
I missed it. I have no idea what would have happened if I had done that, but here we are.
Yeah, I remember. Speaking of turboing, Troy and I, because we had a few turbo controllers across the years. Actually, there's one turbo controller that was the fastest that we ever had, and we turboed accounts. That's actually how he got a lot of those deleted accounts. He would turbo them, knowing people would be deleting them and remaking. So he turbo them, and he'd just be sitting there. And once it says, account not found, he'd create it real quick.
Well, because you could turbo Square and X, so.
Yeah, actually, you're right. We could turbo Square and X, because right when it said account not found, and it said like create or whatever, once you hit Square on that create,
exactly.
No one else could make it.
Yeah,
you got it then.
Yeah, so had I had been turboing Square, I would have stole it from under him.
Yep,
no telling
so many counts that way.
No telling what would have happened had I had done that, because we probably would have gone. We probably would have gone into all-out war.
You probably would. Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
So yeah.
Right,
Geo, so that actually just got on the topic of when I said Geo. So what was the original question? I already forgot.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so Troy, this is for you first. So, who are some players you've lost contact with that you wish you could reconnect with?
I think Troy and I have the same answer.
Well, go for it, Troy.
One of them is definitely going to be Starkiller.
Yep, that's my
Mm.
I
answer.
haven't talked to that guy ever since he quit Deadlocked back in the day.
He was also a
Yes.
bit of a toxic player.
He was a very toxic player.
Not to actual people, like on the game, but there's one. So, in the chat, we used to just type lots of different characters to make symbols.
Make symbols or something, make
Yep.
drawings.
He was one that would do the Twin Towers and then a plane crashing in.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And now you gotta realize this is like 5 or 6 years. This is probably like 5 years after.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
like 2006 or 7. Like,
2006. The thing is,
Yeah.
he lived in New York and lived that.
Oh my god!
He lived that whole scenario, and he still did that.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's the one
crazy.
thing. The thing I
one thing I
remember
don't
about
miss
him the
about him.
most.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't miss that about him. Another one is Volcom.
Volcom.
Oh, I totally forgot about Vulcan.
Yep. Volcom, or was he
Volcom
7?
or 7 or
He was
so.
Volcom 7. His PS3 name was Infini.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the one other person, he's actually in this Discord, but I never see him on, is Infinite Dragon. I don't remember
Oh,
his,
yeah,
I don't remember
yeah.
his name.
I can't remember his name on Discord either, but yeah, he actually he chatted about something like a couple weeks ago, I think.
He did. So, Ethan, how about you? Pretty much same, or anything
That's
to
the same
add?
exact. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to Starkiller, if I could get in contact with him again, I would love it. So, Idol was actually another one.
Oh man,
If
yeah.
you guys remember Idol or DJ
Dude,
Absolute,
Yeah, DJ
Yeah.
Absolute.
but I actually have him on Facebook. We actually
So we chat every now and then anyway.
everything like that every once in a while.
Yeah.
And he knows of like the whole revival and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he has a PS2 or a way to actually do it, or he cares.
Well, he actually joined the Discord call one night. I don't know if you guys were here.
Oh, that's
but
right.
I
Troy
remember
told me
that,
about
yes.
I wasn't there. Troy was there.
He did, and we talked a little bit, and he kind of hinted that he might join, but I was like, he probably won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like
yeah.
DJ Absolute. My favorite thing is Troy made an account that was DJ is a slut. Something like that.
Yeah, DJ's a
121.
slut. 121.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's Rodrigo, right? That's his
Yes,
name.
Rodrigo. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's a great guy. Like honestly, if we could get him joining on the server, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It's weird though, because like as much as we love the game, for other people it probably just wasn't that much. I know
Yeah,
that
I agree.
he didn't care about the game as much.
Yeah,
Even
He was
Even-
one of those that played just like
To
he
play.
actually stopped before the PS2
Right.
server actually went down. He
Yeah.
stopped before that.
no, like you guys remember we would be in PS3 chat, like it would be you, Ethan, me, Troy, Matt,
Mhm.
and DJ, and he'd be talking about his Escalade that he was going to be getting.
Oh yes, the Escalade.
Yeah.
The fucking Escalade. He would always talk about his Escalade. And this was before the PS2 server shut down, but we'd be on PS3 talking it up. And he'd be talking about that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just slowly he got on less and less and less and less.
He's one of those players. Yeah, actually, you're right. I didn't think about that, but he's just one that wasn't as into it as us.
Right. Not as much of a diehard fan, and he just kind of moved on.
Yep.
Which honestly really is the case for a lot of people. Like, as much as I love the Ratchet games and as much of a part of my childhood it was, like other
Mhm.
people, other games were more important,
Yep.
and other people just moved on.
Exactly.
Yes, I
And
agree.
I feel like he probably was one of those.
I almost feel like
Yeah.
also another player like F16 Charger.
Yes.
I feel like he was one of those too.
The first person
Yes.
that I know to fuse vehicles.
Yep. He
Yes.
was the one that I learned how to fuse vehicles from.
Yeah, apparently he's the first one to have done that.
Yep.
Through Ethan, or through
That at least that I know of. Exactly. Yeah.
I remember that day. It was at Miraculous.
Yeah. He
the
showed
Puma
us
and
it, and it was. Yeah.
Puma and hoverbike.
Yep.
Cool. Well, I'll go through mine. So former clanmates from Glitchbusters that I haven't talked to in forever. I don't know how to get in contact with her. Gunner, Darklink. I don't know if you guys remember Seeger. Yeah, Darklink, Seeger, a Red Ratchet, and the Couch Potato. They're all in my clan. Potato. Yeah, and I know I found Gunner on LinkedIn because I was curious when I just checked social media, but he doesn't have any other social media, so I haven't reached out to him. But the other four, I have no idea where they are and how to contact them.
Everyone, Kirk, I feel like you have the most, like, I guess, contact with old DL players.
Yeah, Facebook group helps a lot that we have there. And then I do have some people in my contacts on my phone. So, but and then
that actually brings me to a thing where
Connor's out. Where'd Connor go?
Did he leave? Oh shit, he did.
Oh yeah,
he's right there. Hold on. Let's get him back in.
Yeah, he probably, I don't know what happened. I can't say he lagged out because his internet's good.
Okay, let's see if I can do that.
Hey, how can you invite people? I know.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
we're worried about you there.
Yeah, I clicked another one, different voice chat, and I joined it. I was like, oh fuck. I didn't realize I could rejoin. My bad.
I completely lost my train of thought of what I was going with, but
my bad. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll pick back up on it. But the other players, there's someone named XTC. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah,
I remember that
Ecstasy.
one.
Yeah, and then two people from Friends of Life are Renji and Dax. They were 07 players. Yeah, they played in 07, and I was in contact with Dax for a while because we both played RuneScape together early on, and then we just kind of, stopped playing the game.
Right.
And then someone from Defy Logic that I actually miss, and it's not anyone you guys mentioned, Cheese Rules.
Yes. He was a later person in Defy Logic, but man, he was actually a pretty good contributor, I feel.
Yeah, I would say I was... early on, he was my closest friend to Defy Logic before I started knowing you guys, and we would glitch together and whatnot in 07, and he was a cool kid.
Which actually I don't know, randomly, I just thought of games, like people I played with after Deadlocked. I started Minecraft because of Connor and Rich King and Matt. King. I started Minecraft because of them.
I know we could probably do a whole podcast on Black Crest Castle.
I
know you guys were pretty much the developers of that, but I know I got into that eventually.
Wait, what was your Minecraft account?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been so long. In 2011, I was playing with you guys on that server.
I played Minecraft with you?
Yeah. You were Ethan, you were actually at that time making an underground pathway or roadway to Desert Town from
Desert Town. No, my God.
Yeah. To the Black Crest Castle.
Yeah, and so I remember because Troy told me that, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and find Ethan, and I found you all the way at the end of the path around Desert Town. So
that sounds about right. I forgot that you were even played Minecraft with us. I don't even remember that.
It was very late, and I played for maybe 2 months with you guys on that. So
gotcha. I don't remember that at all.
But to wrap up, my friends that I want to reconnect with eventually. You guys remember Pro Status?
Yeah, Pro Status.
Eggsy Death.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And the last two are Local Play.
Yes.
Right.
And this is someone I really forgot about until recently, Mr. Sexy. Do you remember Mr. Sexy?
I don't.
Yeah. MR period, and then it was a
dollar sign. Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he. I think he stopped playing like early '08. I mean, it's been a long time ago, but he was kind of well known. He had decent stats, but that's really it for my answers.
Gotcha.
I would say the ones that I would like to reconnect with, definitely Geo, and then probably Bane 43.
Yeah, Bane.
Pro status. I mean, really, that's it.
Yeah, for me, it's just Starkiller because Infinite Dragons on the server. We've talked to him, caught up a little bit. It's just Starkiller. If I could get in contact with him, that'd be amazing. Like,
I would like to. I mean, I never met Starkiller, but it'd be cool to talk to him.
Yeah,
but I know, Connor. Before we move on, I know regarding pro status, I actually vaguely remember this game, but I know like pro status. Of course, at one point he was like, "Oh, I'm all this. Like, I'm so good."
Yeah,
I remember that.
And he had a big ego at one point, and he chose me for a teammate for this 2v2, and actually it was Connor versus AASDF, and he was on Little Shit. I don't know if you remember this.
Little Shit.
Little Shit. I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember we did a 2v2. We won the CTF by 1 cap, but I just remember Pro Status being like, "I'm the greatest ever!" Like, he was just so into himself after the game on the mic. I was laughing, but the whole game, like whenever we'd be chasing after you guys with the flag, and I'd have a V2 be like, "Get him, Chidori! Hurry! Get him! Please get him! Please!" Like, he was just begging me to kill you guys.
I don't remember this game, but it sounds like something he would do.
Yeah, I just remember that. I was, oh my gosh.
So I'm just while we're talking about like toxic stuff. For some reason, I don't even remember who it was. But the most toxic thing I remember on Deadlock was always being called like, "Oh, you're garbage, 1v1."
Yeah, you're fucking garbage. You're Garbo.
I was like,
Garbo.
What? Yeah, Garbo. Yeah,
Garbo.
And then people going kid, like referring to you as a
kid.
So condescending.
It's like we're all fucking like early teenagers here. What do you mean by kid?
I know, why do people call me kid or younger than me?
I remember, but honestly, at that time, like Troy and I were some of the oldest players on the game. Other than there was like a couple people that were older than us. Because I remember there was someone that actually had like a kid at that time. I don't remember who at the moment.
I don't know, man.
Remember Omega 3 and Meta Ratchet blowing the shit out of people.
Even then, we were like only juniors or sophomores and juniors in high school. We weren't that old.
Well, yeah, definitely Omega 3 and Meta are they.
Yeah. Yep.
If you think about toxic players, they were definitely up there. Omega 3 is actually in the Discord.
Yeah, and
I talked to him very briefly. I was like, "Hey, man, long time no see." He's like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Thanks for doing this." And then that was it. He hasn't said anything else. Obviously, I have my own stories with them.
Oh god,
I remember him, but I don't have many stories at all.
God. That I have some funny stories with them. I also have some very toxic stories with them, but that's probably something for another time.
The only toxic
we can do that
is really, other than the garbage stuff I was talking about, it's just Rayman. But
don't get me started on Rayman. Oh my god,
Rayman's also another story. But yeah, another like really common term that we used back in the day was no pube.
Oh god,
remember Eggsy no pubes?
Eggsy no pube. Like, dude, thinking back on that, I was like, man, that really fucked him up. I'm sure.
Yeah,
even though he
that was such a dick thing to do.
There's plenty of things that really fuck people up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we should probably get to the next questions because we have spent.
Just talk about story.
We've just been talking about random bullshit.
We are at 4 hours now.
Yeah, dude.
So let's keep rolling. So the next question is: what is your favorite thing to do on Deadlocked? And I'll start this off. It's very simple and a one answer or one word. Glitch.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would agree. That's my answer as well.
Okay.
I mean, mine kind of gets split down the middle. I love hacking, and I love playing fun games.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, hacking and cycling are
I'm with Connor on that one. I love hacking with it because I love finding new things.
I mean, Matt says climber. Climber's
Yeah, I mean,
fun too.
Really? Did you have Climber on the PS3 or was that
No.
added on?
No, climber was not a thing until the revival.
Gotcha. Honestly, I love Climber. Climber is fantastic.
Yeah, climber's fun.
It is great.
Spleef was a thing on the PS3.
Spleef was. Okay.
Yes.
I do enjoy Spleef, but Climber is, I feel like Climber's better than
Yeah, climber's fun.
All right, so we get to vent some rage here. So, what do you hate about Deadlock the most? And I will start with Troy.
Health running.
Health running. How about you, Connor?
Yeah, I agree with Troy. I don't like health running. I don't like wall sniping either.
Oh.
That was, for me, I was going to
Yeah.
go with wall sniping.
And for me, it's lag shots. I cannot stand lag shots.
The funny thing about wall sniping is I used to do the shit out of that. Like, I did that all the time when I first started learning how to do it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
And now I hate it.
Yeah, like people eating shots is probably the thing that I hate the most, because here's the dynamic about eating shots is when two people are lagging between each other, both people are going to eat shots. Both.
Yeah.
And the problem is the players are going to blame each other for eating shots.
Yeah, because they're both. It's the server. It's just laggy.
So mic lag. Let's take mic lag for instance.
Yep.
You have the host of a game. His NAT type is restricted, which means any other player that has a similar NAT type will be able to talk to him, but any other player that joins will not be able to. So
is that how mic lag worked? I had no idea.
That's how mic lag worked. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So do you remember Call of Duty?
Yes.
Do you remember not being able to join certain people's Call of Duty lobbies?
Yes. Was that a similar thing?
It was NAT type. So
okay,
when you can't join a Call of Duty lobby, if you were to go on DL, chances are you would join their lobby. However, the NAT type would prevent you from being able to talk in their lobby. It was NAT related.
Gotcha. I had no idea.
However, we didn't know this at the time.
Yeah.
This was only something we realized after the private server stuff.
Okay.
So, anyway, based on that, chances are, you probably wouldn't be able to speak in like Speedy's lobby or Skills' lobby. And because of that, like Skills 8 shots, Speedy 8 shots, Panda 8 shots. It's just some crazy stuff, right? But yeah,
I had no idea that's really what it boiled down to, essentially.
Yeah, there's other things involved.
Well, yeah, of course, but
really,
like
the thing that
seems like a big.
That is the thing that really irritates me the most out of the game is people just eating shots.
Yep, and actually,
100% agree.
Noticed that while playing with you.
And, yeah, and it's just like
whenever we're playing a game and they're eating shots, you're like, all right, I'm done.
That's the thing that pisses me off the quickest is people eating shots because of like, I owned you. You should be fucking dead, but somehow you're living and you killed me still.
Right. Yeah. Like until this previous year, like I would just rage about them. And now I have like a temperament more where like I'm like, they a shot, it's gonna happen. But if it happens with someone like multiple times in one game, I start raging.
Right. I start getting irritated.
Like one or two times is okay, but more than that is really what gets you.
When it's constantly happening, that's when it starts irritating me. That's when I stop having fun, and that's when I want to stop playing the game. I don't rage anymore. I'm just like, okay, I want to do something else now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back then, back in the day, I slammed many controllers on the floor.
There's one thing that Troy could definitely account for is how many controllers I've broke.
Way too many, and we had a duct tape one.
I still have that duct tape one.
Oh wait, you still have that one?
Yes.
Oh,
there was one we duct taped together because it was, it's just the shell of it broke. Everything else worked. Now, of course, over time, the duct tape one, the left analog stick to aim and everything, no longer, let's say you press left, go left for left analog, it takes it's almost like you're going at 50% speed. But that still works. But I can obviously don't use it anymore. But it was because I used to get so angry at Deadlock that I would literally slam my controllers and break them.
See, okay, I can relate to this because it was probably because of lag shots, to be honest, but I would literally occasionally just let you hit my controller on the ground instead of let out a rage.
Yes,
instead of raging out loud. And there was one, so I've broken 2 controllers doing this. And then there was one time where I was so mad. It was just it was a close game, and I think someone was about to cap a flag, and I was about to save the day. I shot them, they made it, and it was one of those games where you want to win really bad.
Yeah.
And I threw I was in 10th grade, I threw my controller and it chipped my PS3.
Now, a controller.
Yeah, I was that mad.
But I've broken at least 3 controllers from hitting them against the ground from PS2.
Yes,
against the ground. At least 3.
I think we could probably all relate to that.
And the thing is, of course, Troy was why'd you break your controller? Now you gotta buy a new one. And I spent the money to buy a new one because it's my fault.
Yep.
All right, next question.
Okay, let's see. So for our next question, so what is your favorite original map on Deadlocked? And I will
say Meraxis. I'm just curious. Is everyone's Meraxis?
I said Meraxis.
Mine is Meraxis for sure.
Roy?
Ethan, what's yours?
No, I want to know what yours is.
What's yours?
Honestly,
I think Ethan's is Meraxis.
No, mine is not Meraxis.
Oh,
is it Torval?
Nope.
Catacomb
It is Dark Cathedral.
Interesting. Okay.
As shitty Dark Cathedral could get, I enjoyed it because back in the day, I was really good at sniping, doing the triangle sniping and shit. I was really good at that, and that's what makes it my favorite.
How about you, Troy?
Yep, mine is probably going to be. That's hard. Only.
Bridges is also Dark Cathedral.
I'm gonna probably say Torval, because of how many that's the OG glitch place.
Yeah, yes, Torval is the map that has the best glitches to get anywhere in the map.
Yes, I agree, and I struggle with this.
Torval I feel that was the original when you're glitching, that's the place you went.
That's the go-to map.
Either that or Catacomb.
Yeah, Catacomb, Torval, and Meraxis are probably the 3 best glitch maps.
Yeah.
And I chose Meraxis because I love doing 1v1s there. It's just the OG 1v1 map.
1v1, I would agree.
And then Capture the Flag is good there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, OG Koth, I did not like that middle hill, but the rest was fine. But then also Meraxis is a very good glitching map. So that's why I was overall Meraxis. But I can see how, like, Torval, if I was just going glitch standards, Torval, without a doubt.
Yeah, glitches. I feel like Torval had the most glitches with just like starting out. Like it was the easiest to learn glitches on that map.
Yeah, that magnet wall glitch is just like
Exactly. That was really
101.
From there, you could do so much glitches just from that one.
Right. That was the go-to glitch.
Yes.
If
What, do
it
you
was
guys
a
have anything
glitch-
else to add, or you want to go on, continue?
I don't.
I think that's
Nah,
good.
I'm good.
Okay. So this is new development with a private server, thanks to Connor here. So what's your favorite custom map on Ratchet Deadlocked? And surprise for me, I mean, it's close, but I like Desert Prison. I really like Desert Prison. There's just so many things to do there, glitch-wise, but also Koth and CTF. I really enjoyed it. But a runner-up for me would have been Hoven.
As far as credit goes, like I can't really do much except for the map itself. Dan has really been the main thing of getting the custom maps to even load. So yeah.
Well, that doesn't really answer the question.
Yeah.
Is what's your favorite?
Well, yeah, favorite custom map itself. This is probably going to change as I build more, but
Of course.
yeah, Meraxis single player has always been a huge thing for me as far as going outside of bounds, glitching, stuff like that. Another really fun one for me is Canal City. I would really love to get Canal City loaded.
I can't wait for that.
I never played Canal, so I unfortunately did not play like almost any on the PS3, mainly because I didn't have a hacked PS3 to play modded games, so I never played on PS3. That was
Right.
the issue. Was I know I could have still played it, but I just didn't.
Right. Yeah, Canal City was really fun on UIA. Another really fun one would probably be Tyrannosis. Tyrannosis has not been done at all, but I do think that it would probably be an incredibly fun map.
For sure.
Was that the
So
that was one of the smaller ones, right?
no, it is a huge map. It's a battlefield.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different one. I don't remember which one I'm thinking of then.
Tyrannosis is basically the map where you're with Scrunch and you have to like use the turbo slider.
Oh,
And then you fight the Queen Tyrannoid or whatever, but you have to drive around that entire map.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, just this is totally off topic, but what is, I don't even know if you know, but what's like the next map you're going to work on after you do all the small like fixes and stuff for the current maps?
So Kirk put up a poll. So the next Deadlocked map is going to be Valak's single player.
Oh, that's going to be good.
The next UIA map, I don't know.
You don't know yet. Okay.
Wasn't it like, weren't you thinking, I'm sorry, for Blackwater City, the multiplayer map and Koros? Was that what you were thinking?
Blackwater City is one that I'm planning on. I would love to do Koros. The problem with Koros is that the lighting for Koros is really bugged.
Okay.
And obviously you've seen Metropolis, you've seen Hoven. The lighting for those maps is passable. However, the lighting for Koros is like it's not good.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that would probably take some time to modify.
Yeah, so Valak single player is probably the next Deadlocked map.
That's
And
gonna be fun.
And Blackwater City is probably the next UIA map.
Sweet.
That is going to be fun.
All right. So, what was our original question? I know I haven't answered it yet. It's like
I haven't answered either.
Your favorite
What's your favorite custom map? Yeah.
Metropolis. For me, it's Metropolis.
Hey,
Suicide so much on that map, but it's so much fun. Like I in general, I like the brighter maps.
yes,
And that map,
like we're twins.
Yeah, I know it's weird.
Right.
And that map it's well, all of the UIA maps in general are pretty like I just forgot the word. I had it in my mind. But they're so simple. Like each side is the same.
They're basically
symmetrical.
identical. Yeah.
Symmetrical is the word. Yeah, they're so symmetrical, which is what I really enjoy about them. It's easy to be able to navigate the map no matter which side you spawn on.
Except launch site.
Launch site, honestly,
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of it only because I feel like that map is so huge. And we only play Koth on it, and I feel like I always have to travel across the entire map just to get to the hill. But in general, like the UIA maps are just so symmetrical. It's easy to know where I'm at or where the enemies are at. Even like CTF are perfect for the UIA maps. I feel that's my answer to it.
Mine is also Metropolis, and it's also the same reasons because it's just I love how bright it is, and it's like so cheerful there.
Yeah.
It's also so I extremely love just messing with my free cam mod on just random places, and for some odd reason I always just go back to Metropolis and just fly around on it there. So it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed the background, and the skybox is very nice too.
Skybox
I
is
like it.
nice on that one.
Yeah, I can see why you guys really like Metropolis.